So I guess we're ready to start. Thank you. Okay, this is meeting of the, continuation of the meeting, of the voting meeting for the Dudley Cultural Council, reviewing the application, the grant applications for fiscal year 2019. Present are Denise Driscoll, co-chair.
Mary Kunkel, co-chair.
Joanne Brinker, treasurer.
I'm Carolyn Kramer's member.
Jenny D. Donato, member.
Joan Zumphy, secretary.
Okay. Now, what I did is I made a little bit of a worksheet for you, and I separated them. The first four are the ones that I had as still pending, but there's a controversy, there's a question about one, so we'll get into that. Then the next group are the ones that we have approved the program but have not yet decided or approved the amount of money. And the last two are the ones that I had as we've already denied.
Oh, I see, okay.
Okay, so just kind of sort them out. And so
Nice.
the first thing that we should start to look at are the ones that are still questionable
The top
before we
four.
start talking about the money.
The top three.
So now, what do you two have, or in your notes, Joan, the concert for seniors? It's application 19544.
I had that with me.
I did.
Okay, I did too.
Who had it crossed off?
I did.
I did.
Yeah, those,
Oh, on hold.
on hold, you had it on hold too?
Actually, I had a maybe, and then I also have a cross going
Yeah.
through it.
Well, I just
So I
crossed it
think-
off today. I'm gonna
Yeah, me
erase.
too. Yeah.
I think the maybe came first, and then we crossed it off.
I
I
thought we
We
passed
don't
it.
have it as
It's definitely
as a-
not approved
an
or
amount.
denied.
We don't have that amount.
Oh, no money's been mentioned
No
for
money's
any
been
of them.
mentioned. I mean,
Well, I'm just going on the basis of what we liked before,
right,
and
Oh,
I
I
don't
have-
think we can afford that.
$175?
Right, if we're gonna agree.
Oh, right, but
We're gonna
remember, we're
start
not
from
fully funding everything. We don't
No,
have to fully
okay.
fund.
All right,
And-
so you wanna leave it as a maybe?
And traditionally, we don't, you know, when they're asking for 1,200, 1,500, I mean, that's one program that takes up a quarter of our funds, so.
Right.
And most of the time when we've, well, actually, all of the time, I don't ever remember somebody coming back and saying, well, we can't do it if you don't. Once we've awarded them less than what they've asked for.
Oh, but they usually tell us that, don't they, in
Right,
the grant?
right.
If they don't fully fund, they either can get funds elsewhere or
Right,
they can't
exactly.
do the
But
program.
who read that concert for seniors? I think part of the reason that we were talking
It was
about it and
Ginny.
made it a maybe
No, Denise.
was
Ginny
that
was that
one.
we had, the seniors, we didn't feel like we were depriving them of things. And if a cut, you know, there's 1, 2, 3 other programs that we've already earmarked as
For the seniors.
Yeah.
for the seniors.
Yeah.
So we decided that that one was
I
expendable.
remember
Yeah,
that
yeah,
conversation.
I-
I remember
yeah.
that. Sounds right.
Yeah,
Is
that
this,
sounds right.
this
I-
is
I don't have a
also
problem
interesting,
excluding
when will the
that.
project take place? Anytime between March and October?
Yeah.
Right, so it's, that,
Before we waste any more time on it, I think we
that
should
comes
just
from
table
Margaret
it,
who's here,
period.
right? The,
I also have written down no letter, so I don't know why I wrote that
Is-
down.
wait
But
a
isn't it
minute,
at
is
the-
that
The
the one
applicant
we
was
had from
Daniel
that guy?
Kiwiak.
Hold on.
It wasn't from Margaret.
Yeah, this is Daniel Kiwiak?
Yeah.
I got
Kiwiak,
that.
yeah,
Kiwiak.
whatever.
Concert for seniors. We scratched it
Okay.
because he didn't have a letter.
That's what I
That's
wrote
right.
down.
And then I emailed him and he came back and said, oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, here's
Thanks
the one?
anyway. So
All
it's
right.
no big deal for
Okay,
him.
all right, so that's
So
good.
he's out.
So he's out, all right,
Okay.
so that 175 is out.
okay, and he's denied because of no venue or no letter?
No
No
letter,
letter,
No
no,
Okay,
and no date or anything, just.
yeah, it's very big.
okay. So now we have 3 that are out. and that was 175. So we,
What's our number again?
our total number is 6,650. Okay, so now we should move on to the 3 that are still questionable. Not talking about money, just talking about whether or not we're gonna approve the program and give them some money, whether it be full or not.
And which 3 of those?
Those 3 are the, on the little worksheet,
Yeah, I got it.
okay, the 3 above the yellow line.
Oh, I thought, all right, I thought you were just, are you letting those stand pat, and we were moving on to the ones?
No,
You're still
we're
gonna
gonna-
talk about
We're
those?
still gonna, I think we should decide first how many programs we're gonna approve, then we divide up the money.
Okay. So you're moving,
Unless-
you're gonna do cultural
So cultural
the
access for the visually
impaired?
impaired, that's the audio journal.
Yeah,
And we had some discussion about that. They're asking
300.
300.
Okay, I'm lost.
It's the second one on your worksheet.
Oh, from the top?
See
Yeah.
the there
There's
were
2
question
columns.
Okay,
marks.
yeah, okay.
Okay, and this is the audio journal. This is, the one where they had submitted how many in each town, how many, residents are legally blind. And we're, I believe, on the lower end,
It
not,
was 20-something, I thought.
48? We have 48.
Oh, 48, I thought it was
yeah.
20,
Although there are other towns with much smaller.
96.
We have no active volunteers from the town.
Could I ask, did we fund them last year?
I don't believe,
I don't
I
think
have
we
it
did
I don't
either.
think they
Never
requested
funded them.
last
No.
year.
No, we didn't,
No, we
okay.
didn't.
And I remember too, when I first came on, for some reason Rose Smoker, which I bumped into her in the elevator on Tuesday, by the way, it was
Oh,
good to
is she?
see her. And she, I don't know, she made, I don't know whether she was correct or not, but she said the money is for like, like stationery and
Yeah, that happened when we were back in the old.
way
days.
back, yeah.
That's, they know, they learned since then because they
Okay,
got a
well, that's
letter
what
that
I'm
said,
assuming,
you
yeah.
cannot do that.
Right.
And
Yeah.
they subsequently
Which are
came back and
capital,
said,
kind of like
sorry for
expenses.
That's not-
the
yeah.
mistake,
Oh, for
you
like
know.
marketing type
okay.
things?
That's resolved.
Okay, all right. so
I
that
would
was
hope
my-
that they're not doing that. We have no control over what they
Right,
do with
no.
it exactly. but
True, yeah.
Let's hope they know better.
Now, do they apply to all these towns for
Yes,
300?
almost the whole
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
shamil of Massachusetts.
And their budget is quite high, I'm sure.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Let's see, their budget projected expenses for the year is 14,700.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so they're getting funded.
So, I
from
mean, it's
somewhere.
equipment, it's software, it's,
Well, I'm sure they apply to all these
and
towns.
they give, equipment out to the blind
Yeah.
Yeah,
to be able
they-
to listen,
yeah,
whether it's
yeah.
headphones or
Yeah, they-
whatever it
yeah,
is.
they need a
I
little
would just
device.
kind of think like the state would fund that to some extent too. That's a
Well,
disability
they may get
kind of
something
thing.
from the state.
Wow. But anyway,
Not sure.
I think we should table them. That's my opinion.
Well, table it, we have to
In-
decide approve it, deny.
Well, I think
Yeah.
we should not approve it.
Okay,
So we're not gonna approve that one?
That's what I think, because there's other worthwhile things too.
and our reason would be, any other discussion about
Well, you
this?
can't say it's too frequent because
We
they didn't
don't-
apply last year.
Well, we don't know how many of our 48 legally blind people in Dudley actually partake in this.
Yeah, but you can't say that, because we don't, well, we have no idea of knowing.
No.
Well, that could be
A
That could
reason.
be a reason.
That could be a reason.
If you could give us when you write your letter, if you can give us feedback.
How many of our actual
of
residents?
our citizens,
Yeah.
make use of this.
Yeah.
I would put
I
that.
don't know if
on
that's
the
legitimate.
I mean, if we-
rejected.
Does that 48 say eligible, does that
No,
say
it's
users?
That are
legally
legally
blind.
blind in the town of
Period.
Dudley.
Period.
Yeah.
So it's kind of eligible, doesn't mean right.
Maybe in the denial letter, it's something like, it would be helpful in the future to know how many of our residents actually partake.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you could
because
say-
our priorities say we fund programs that cater to many rather than
right,
a
a
few.
few.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Okay, so we could deny it based on the fact that we give priority to programs that will benefit many residents rather than a few.
That's covers you. 48 is not many,
No.
even though they're
Well,
very
Well,
needy.
and not all of them probably access, could be 3 that access the program.
Exactly,
Right.
You know.
exactly.
I told you I called Kate Bellantoni,
Yeah.
and she said she has used it on occasion, but she doesn't use it all the time, you know, a lot.
But
you
it's
know.
just something else that's
Yeah,
available
but
if they
everything
wanna
talks
use
to
it.
her computer and everything
Mm.
talks to her, so,
Right.
you know, yeah.
Okay, so we need to take a vote. Is everybody in agreement? Okay,
Yeah, we're
who's in
denying.
favor of denying?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm kinda half and half,
Opposed?
all right, yeah.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Five
less
yes
to
and
1,
one
so
no.
we have a
And we
majority.
don't have Audrey here, but that would still
have
be
a
the
majority.
majority,
It would
right?
still be,
Yeah.
Okay. So this is,
Okay, so it's one more.
I thought maybe we could give them half.
Okay.
So that's denied.
That's denied. And the next one is Joe Concession and Emma Davis Concert and Master Class. This is the one that was in 2 pieces. There was a concert, hold on, let me just get it so I get this right. Okay, the first is gonna take place March 15th and 16th.
the Masonic,
So-
this is the one at the Masonic.
This is the one where there's a concert, it's
Oh, and
It's
the
youth, okay.
students.
Right,
Right.
yeah, it's a master class for music students,
They're Joe and Emma are professional musicians from New York, both graduates. The project has 2 components. They will give a free concert that will be open to the public on Friday, March 15th at Overlook in Charlton, and then they will give a master class in vocal performance at the Central Mass Music Academy. Who are the target? The music students who attend our academy are the primary target, but the concert will also be attended by the residents of Overlook as well as any members of the public. No cost for attendees, anytime public, those students who attend the concert and be part of the master class will take that knowledge, apply it to their own performance at school and in the community. So there are 2 parts, but it sounds like it's pretty, I'm not sure if they invite all the schools to come.
Well, it says music students who attend our academy are the primary target.
And they don't say
Where
how
are
many
they
that
from?
is.
And they don't
all
say
from-
how many of
Are they
our-
all from Dudley?
How many of our
Probably not.
residents?
Again, my thing is, this is targeting the same kids as that All Shook Up program.
Yeah,
And I would rather go with that one rather
Yes.
than this one.
yeah.
I find it like it's like advertising for
Well,
their
I
own
kind of,
company.
in a way, I kind of agree with that, Joan.
Yeah, it just kinda bothers me.
Okay, well, let's take a vote.
Okay, all those in favor of denying?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, it's unanimous. And I think we would use the same denial reason that it's,
Yep.
But we don't
To
even
fill-
know.
Doesn't target,
Yeah, and we
no.
don't even know if the students could
and
come.
how many, if
Exactly.
it's 3 or 4 students that attend that academy,
could be 0.
it could be 0, you're right.
Okay.
That's the master class. Okay, so
Okay.
that's 3 so far, could definitely
Now, the
go.
last
4 so
one
far.
is the bullying program.
Well, we have 3 that we didn't say absolutely yes to, I thought. Bullying, Plymouth, and All Shook Up.
Yeah, those are the last 3, and we kind
Those-
of like skimmed over
I
them.
think
and-
we,
Yeah, we didn't have time to
to
say
really, okay, we can
I
talk
think
them
we-
about them some more. I had them as approved, but we can talk about them some more.
I have them as approved too. I don't
No,
think
but
we
the
did anything with
problem
those
was
shook
how
up
much
yet.
money.
Right.
It was
And
how
so-
much,
Yeah,
So we're all approved?
yes,
Okay.
as far as I, yeah.
Yes, I
But
would
we
agree
had
with
not
Denise.
decided on a
Okay,
dollar
on the
amount.
All
amounts,
right.
right.
Because we still had these 4 outstanding that we didn't know what we were gonna do
Yeah.
with, that would free up some of the money.
These were-
So the bullying prevention, again, we're just talking about whether or not
we're gonna approve.
we're gonna approve or not. Let me see what he says about, if we don't fund the whole thing, which I don't think we'd fund that much money anyway. Okay. How will you adjust the program if the council cannot fund the entire amount you're requesting? Assuming the council could provide funding for roughly 75%, which would be somewhere around $750. The amount requested to fund this project, we would be able to absorb through a combination of operational expenses and seeking corporate donations.
That's where you got the 750 from, Mary, because he said 75% of the program. Remember you said I had,
Oh, okay,
that's where she got that from.
Yeah.
all right.
So, I mean, even if we gave him less than $750, it sounds like if he's gonna look for corporate donations, he could probably come up with, you know,
Correct.
with the remainder.
So,
Yeah, well, he should, like I say, he should also apply to other towns.
Right.
That's the one I had issue with his math, because 75% of 925 is 690, let's call it 690.
But he said
That's why-
roughly.
That's why I
Oh,
came up
okay.
with
He
seven.
did
Oh,
say
you probably
roughly,
said that
yeah, he
last
did
time.
say roughly,
The application also says how many children do you think it'll serve?
yeah.
150.
Well, maybe the 150 means parents as well as children.
No, I think he means members.
they have 150 members
Well,
as
that's why I
far
was
as
wondering, does he mean members or not?
It says members. We
But
were
he says
promoting the
150,
event.
but you said it was only 70-something who attended.
I asked how many
It's 10.
children.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
question to him was how many children attended.
It says we will be promoting the event directly to our club members
Yeah.
and to their families via emails and newsletters.
There was a
So
big
it's-
article in the Times with a picture of this
The
girl.
program?
I
Yeah.
have it at home, I think it was
Well,
last year.
I
But that
keep
was,
it in. I
that was
said keep
because
it
it was
in.
supposed to be in
I-
June, and then it
I,
ended up being later.
Let's call for a vote.
yeah, let's call for a vote. Everybody in favor? Okay?
So that's it.
So that's in, but we don't know how much.
Correct.
Plymouth, all right, let's move to Plymouth Plantation. No, yes?
Well, we've approved it, but we need to talk about money.
That's the fifth
Okay.
grade.
So-
What do they say
Now that we have,
about money?
yeah, now that we have these that are approved, so this one is now approved, so my little line comes up here. So if we add up,
Can you get out your calculator?
Well, I have the numbers, I double
Okay.
checked them, I didn't spend enough time this morning, but I spent a minute. What I have is, we took away the traditional American folk music and dance.
correct,
Okay. So that means putting everything down, hey, welcome. Thanks.
So I was here
Putting
Tuesday, Audrey.
everything down, we have 49.29.
That's what I came up with.
Okay. And then I added, and then I said 800, I don't know what I was putting the 800.
With the 800
Was that gonna be the bullying?
the 800, I had 800 that I took away because in my notes, I had 2 that we had denied and they were each 400.
No, the 5329 are all the ones we agreed on, fully funded, with the exception of the last 3 that we don't have any idea.
You
So-
still came up with 49.29,
Yeah,
That we spent,
yeah, if we fully fund it.
which left us a balance of 1641, right?
Well, I didn't
641.
look at that, because
That sounds
there's
good.
no way.
And that's what I thought we could put towards the ones that we
Give them
like.
500 each.
Well, we could cut back maybe on some of the others
we-
that we
right.
fully funded, because that doesn't leave much for these big numbered groups.
okay, so let's make sure we're working with the right numbers. We have 5 denied, right? I'm sorry, before we go forward, I just wanna make note that Audrey Resner is now in attendance. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Audrey, just to bring you up to speed, we voted on the ones that were pending, that were questionable, and we now have in total 5 programs that we're denying.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we have the Joe Concession and Emma Davis concert, and masterclass. That was the one that was gonna be held in Charlton. It was a
Oh.
2 program.
Masonic
We
Hall.
felt that it's not really, going to, we're using our criterion that says basically we give priority to the ones that, service more people than fewer. And we didn't feel that there would be enough exposure to our residents for that program. Okay. The other one is the cultural access for the visually impaired. Here again, this is the audio journal. They basically told us we have 48 legally blind, thank you, legally blind residents. We don't know how many take advantage of this
Access.
program, but we're thinking probably fewer than more. And it would be nice if they told us, how many
That would
people
help the
actually
decision.
take part in it. And so again, we felt that, giving priority to many rather than a few, we would deny that. The other one that we denied is which we had made a decision at the last meeting, the traditional American folk music and dance. And,
Concert for seniors.
yeah, that was, the denial reason was limit the number of applications.
Because we already had a couple already, right? They were gonna be.
Do you have a note on that, Joan?
Which one?
Why we denied the traditional American folk music, it's just the specific.
That was
reason.
an Atwater Dudley. Is it because we give them all the time?
I don't
In the
remember that
senior
one.
center,
They've
they
done
were
it,
in the
they've
senior-
done it
not
frequently.
This is at what is a folk group, that we perform
They
a
were in the
traditional folk
senior
music and
center.
dance.
What number is it?
Number of people served 50, for
20714.
one thing.
That could be part of it.
What number?
20714.
Oh, I have the wrong ones.
Yeah, it's, people served is 50.
I just have maybe, but we've done that often.
We've done Atwater Dudley a lot.
Yeah, and so I think,
that might
it was
have been-
based on the more of the same type of
Too
program.
much of a good thing.
Yeah, plus it was March-October, plate to be determined, right? Am I looking at the right one?
No, we had Margaret Boussier from the senior center.
Right.
Oh, I have the wrong
Yeah.
one, okay.
Okay, and the other one that was denied, at the last meeting was the Cosmic Classics. And again, the reason we used for that is that did not provide enough public benefit for our community compared to other programs.
That's good, sounds good.
It's like a repeat performance.
And then the concert for seniors was denied because there was no letter to support the venue. And he had sent actually a note back to Ginny and just said, basically forget it, withdraw his application. Okay, so that leaves us 14 programs that we need to fund.
Can I suggest that we review how much we can allot or in reverse cut back? If some of them say we have to have it all.
Right, okay.
Or, I'm looking at, one of the ones that I had was and it's the library.
Yep,
And it's,
the laser show, right?
yeah, the laser 20871.
Yep,
Where is it?
they, yeah,
7:45.
it's 20871, they want 745, but they did indicate that they have other sources of,
Yeah, I couldn't
For
find
funds.
that in this thing.
in the,
That's what I was looking
Oh,
at. I
okay.
couldn't find,
where it says that?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't specific about a date either, just June 2000.
Right, because
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna be part of
because
their
it's the
summer reading
library.
program.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's a summer reading program.
And Pam
Jen
was
Briggs.
the applicant.
Yes, she's the children's librarian. Okay, it's on the second to last page, page 6 of 7. One of the questions, about, halfway down.
They can
We'll
raise
raise
additional
additional
funds.
Funds through the Friends of the
So-
Library.
We could give them
So
half.
We could have,
We could,
what, is that what you
yeah,
think?
Well-
we could do that. We could, they're asking for.
Somebody's gotta keep track of these numbers.
Yeah,
Jim
I'm
is.
not, oh, you are, okay, cause I'm not good at that.
So they want 745,
Yeah.
and you're talking about half?
You're talking about that.
No, Mary said half.
Well, I said that, no, it doesn't have to be half, I just,
Well, how about if we start with, like, say, 500 and then see if we need to cut back more after?
Okay, I wish I had a pencil. Ooh,
Yeah.
there's one.
I have.
Because
Right
I'll
there.
keep
Yeah,
erasing.
I said I brought a couple, yeah.
Thank you.
I like pencils because you can erase. So 500, okay.
So that's plus 5.
I mean, just as a,
Okay, it still leaves us 1,141. So without, we haven't done the blue one.
okay, what's the next one we wanna look, do we wanna start going down the list?
Sure.
Starting, under the, well, yeah, starting under the yellow line, those are the least expensive ones. Start there.
Oh, okay.
Revolutionary art and poster, it's $100.
Yeah,
that's
Just
yeah,
we fund that in full.
yeah. I'd say the
Okay.
ones that are over 500 are the ones we should consider, but go ahead,
Okay.
go.
Life aboard a whaling ship, $275, that's reasonable.
Yep.
That's a Black Tavern, first one's a library, second's Black Tavern, okay, go.
I'm sorry?
I'm just, the first one's the library, the second
Yeah,
one you
it's
just talked about was the Black Tavern.
Next two are the Black
Okay.
Tavern.
Okay,
$275, we said yes. Granite Kiss for $300, yes?
yes.
Yes,
That's the thing.
yeah, that was the wall, yeah,
Okay.
the wall builder, yeah.
Okay, the brochure, the Dudley Hill Walking Tour brochure,
Yeah, that's
I
a
like
goodie.
that, I think that's a
want to
good one.
fully fund that.
Are you with us, Ginny?
No, the walking tour, that was,
Yep,
21,
yeah, but that was
21585.
336.
Oh, no, go.
25726.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
but
you.
I mean,
The
are we
amount
fully
was
funding
336.
Yes,
336? Yeah, I'm
336, yeah.
using my own sheet that you produced.
yep, okay. And then the next one is the Throwing Back Massachusetts Pottery for $350.
Is that a senior?
That's senior center, I wrote.
Okay.
Yeah.
They like that. It's
Yeah.
Good for your hands.
Okay,
You want that fully?
yep. I mean, we can always come back
Yeah.
and, you know,
It's in pencil.
school mascot mural,
I
$475.
like that one,
I
so.
like that one
Yeah.
too, yeah.
You'll have to
Okay.
stack up that, girls.
Yeah,
I think these, I was thinking, if we denied one of the senior center ones for $400, and we should check to see if,
The $500 one, we could,
well,
there's a
the,
$500 one for the seniors.
we've already denied two of the
Yeah,
seniors.
yeah, but I was thinking, were
But
they,
there's still two.
maybe they had some excess funds
Right, that's what I'm
that they
looking to
can
see.
apply to one of these, because that's kinda high. Some of the Black Tavern costs aren't as high as the senior center ones. Those
Yeah,
are
they
around
have-
$400 to $500,
Yeah,
where the Black Taverns are more in the three.
Okay, we're
The
looking at
pottery
the
one
sail
isn't
away.
too bad, but why?
well, the sail away that's only gonna be like 22 people he takes.
That's the
That's a
painting
limited
one.
number.
That's
Yeah,
Mass
that's
check,
Greg
Mass.
Maycheck, yeah,
Yeah.
which he can only
Yeah.
work with so many people.
Now, what did
Can
they
he-
say about
can he
additional
be-
funds?
Yeah, can he be cut back?
Um,
I mean, probably most of it's for the
Okay, he says,
material.
no, this is by Margaret, right? No, Gregory Maycheck, okay. He says, we would accept a partial grant if close to the amount requested, since we cannot scale back the 4-hour time frame for the event and other professional grade materials. So, what if we said, he's
Okay.
asking
No, how much?
for
He's asking for
498. What if we said 425?
What if we said 300?
Whoa. She's
350?
bidding now.
Yeah, now I'm starting to cut back, cause I gotta start adding these up too. What did you want, what did you say?
He says if it's,
No,
we
what
could
did you
accept-
say?
oh, what did he say?
What did you number? You
Oh.
gave a number.
I
Four
said,
ninety-eight.
I said 425
Oh,
as
well,
a
that's
suggestion.
what I just got it out of her, 425.
We could compromise at 400.
We could do
But
400,
Let's
make it
start, yeah,
around. Let's
that's
start
only
there.
98.
Okay, let's start there.
He might do it for 400.
400, okay.
Now, at this point, except for lasers, that's the only, lasers, and that's the only one we've cut back on.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
But we've also denied 3 that we hadn't originally, so, but, okay, Songs of the Seas,
Rivers and
again,
Waterways.
let's see
What's
what that
one?
one says.
Who's this that, Songs of the Seas, Rivers and Waterways? That's the senior center too.
That's, yes.
Yeah,
Is
that's
this all-
2
are
for the
these all
seniors.
music things, singing?
Some of them are music, the pottery is
Yeah,
something
that I know,
different,
and the
then one is a
pastels.
painting,
Yeah,
one's a
okay.
concert. That's why we got rid of the folklore dance, because it was too much of
Too
the
much of the same thing,
same
okay.
type program.
So does it, can you, I'm sorry, I don't remember what Rivers and Waterways was about.
Okay, it is, familiar songs and music styles performed on a variety of instruments, the audience will experience a sense of community that comes from singing, dancing, clapping. So it's kind of an interactive, you know,
That sounds pretty
concert
good.
type thing.
What about, is it from Margaret or is it from the provider?
It's from, it's Roger Tinkham.
Oh, these programs are always so
They're
good.
good,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's excellent.
And he gets a, he
It's kind
draws
of interesting,
people.
the theme here, on several of these.
Is the sailing?
Yeah,
Yeah, the boat,
yeah.
yeah, I noticed that. Okay, it says that, in the event of partial funding, the event may still occur either with a reduced fee by the artist or with some financial support from the Council on Aging, providing that the total amount is within the artist's sliding scale fee of $400 to $500.
Oh, I
So
was-
what if we say 400?
okay.
So you wanna give them 4? Start with 4?
Start with 4?
Okay.
Now, this is what, the waterways?
The Songs of the Seas and
Rivers.
Waterways, yeah.
400.
Okay, Dudley Middle School, the Magic of Communication Family Name. I like the fact that
What
we
was the fourth
received
grade
the
program
applications,
I don't know.
I just
that
wanted to-
the applications for the
same
schools are from, like, the different schools, there's an elementary, there's a middle, and there's a high school.
Was last year, was it a 4th grade? Because this would be the same kids. It's 5th grade.
Now,
this
what's
year.
this for?
No, this is
You know,
this is different.
This
It
is
was
different, this is a family.
recommended by the
program?
This is a
Parent
family night.
Teachers Organization, recommended it, that he,
We're not at Plymouth Plantation, but last year we only gave them $800.
Right,
And that
that's,
was
I
it
think
for the
that's
fourth
the
grade?
$800
that's the
I
next,
was adding
that's the
in
next
there,
one, yeah, that's not this.
No, I know, sorry.
Okay.
I don't wanna confuse us
This
anymore.
is,
I like the part about family night. I like that if
Yes.
they get a good turnout, that's good, and chances are you will.
I saw him do magic
Okay.
at the library. You
Yes.
see Roy, I think Rose and I were there, and he was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Kids
is.
love,
Well,
yeah.
I loved him.
me too, me
He
too.
was
Okay, so
very good.
when we asked about the additional funds, he said the PTO budget, well, because this came from, I don't know, this came from him. He said the PTO budget for programming is limited and depending on the success of fundraising events throughout the year. In the event of partial funding, the PTO will be able to co-fund the event. So
so we could have it.
So if we, they're asking for $650, if we say 400,
Could give them 3 1/4 if they're gonna co-fund it. Co means half to me.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's start with-
400.
let's start with
Alright.
4 and then see what we have.
Because we really like the family aspect.
Yeah, we do.
He was
Okay.
very helpful. I communicated with him because there wasn't a date, and he was quick to respond. And get connected with the PTO.
Okay, the next one is the visual art, introducing students, and this is where they're taking them to the Worcester Art Museum.
Yeah, this is the
And
one.
what they're asking us for is the
The tickets?
ticket cost.
Yeah,
Doesn't the library give passes?
yeah, but two.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
much
it
more.
depends.
Yeah, this is the whole
Yeah, it
class,
depends
yeah.
on where too, but you
Yeah.
don't get for the whole class.
Okay,
And,
I was just
I don't think
curious.
they have to.
What's the name of this one? Oh, introducing students.
They
okay.
expect 150 kids.
And if it doesn't get fully?
If it doesn't get fully funded,
They'll charge the.
they would
They're
ask
gonna charge
students to
students.
contribute
They'll charge the
um,
students.
$1 to $2 each.
Can we come back to that and see what we can skim
See what we have left?
on the, yeah,
Okay,
on
we
the
can-
Plymouth
certainly can-
Plantation and all Chicago?
Okay,
Yep.
Okay.
so let's
So
put that as a
leave-
question mark right now.
leave now.
Okay, so the next one is the Plymouth Plantation, and
Did
we
we do
did approve.
lasers in space?
Pardon?
Yeah, we did.
We did? How much did we fund lasers in space?
Where are we?
Oh, no, we didn't, I'm
Fine.
sorry, I skipped right over
Oh, I
that.
had 500.
I've got 500.
Oh, I think we talked
No,
about it
no.
earlier, that's what it was.
Yeah, we talked, it's 500.
That was the first
Okay.
one we talked
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
They're asking
I made it
745.
go out of
Yeah.
sequence.
That's
Okay,
right.
good.
As
Yeah,
we
we've
said,
got
the friends,
500
yeah.
pending right now.
Okay, so the Plymouth Plantation, we did approve this last year.
800. So you do go over 5.
We do go, well, we had more money last year. We had more money because we had, I believe, more denials last year.
And you're
And-
saying this is a different program?
No, this is the same program, but it's the
Different class.
different children. It's aimed at the curriculum in the 4th grade.
And now those kids are
And
in the
so
5th
now,
grade.
these are all the
These are the
third
third
graders that are
graders.
now 4th graders.
I've got 5th grade.
Oh, maybe it's 5th, I'm sorry.
So if it got 4th grade last year.
No,
these
no,
are the-
no, it's the same class because it's the same teacher that requested it.
Different students.
Okay,
different
all right.
students.
Oh, well, I just had 5th grade, and you're saying
Yeah.
it was 4th grade last year.
No, no,
They got all
that my
passed.
mistake. My mistake. The program itself costs $1,200.
It sounds nice. It's like three separate little things.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a nice
I was
program.
watching,
And
if it's not
it went
fully
over,
funded.
and this kind of replaced, remember the one that would do the American Revolution?
Yes, and they
Okay,
bring
so
all the
this-
little instruments
This replaced that.
and rifles
Oh,
and.
okay.
Yeah.
I was,
If
if
it's
you
not-
watched all those pre-Thanksgiving shows though, it kinda like blows holes through the whole plantation thing where they really didn't do this and they really didn't do that. I wonder how they worked that into the curriculum, to let the kids know that there's two
Yeah.
sides to every story.
I mean, any of us are,
Now they're not gonna
certainly
do
can
that.
attend,
Oh,
you know,
fifth grade.
anybody that wants to attend
Not
these
good
programs.
advertising for the.
We're certainly invited to attend any of these programs.
Yeah,
And
what-
actually, it's a good thing if we could.
I know.
Yeah, you're right.
If it's not fully funded.
If it's not fully funded, 5th grade will need to hold an additional fundraiser.
I think last year we didn't.
We didn't fund the whole thing
No,
last
we
year.
did 800 last
We
year.
did 800.
And we didn't fully fund it.
No.
Want to do 8 again? Was it the same price, 1,200 last year?
I don't know, we
I
don't
don't
we
know.
don't have that. I just
I
have this.
don't-
that you-
yeah.
Do hat, again, 600?
The 400 extras for travel and mileage on their list.
Well, it's all part of the,
It's all
yeah,
part of the-
because
yeah.
they come from Plymouth Plantation to
Right,
the
yeah.
classroom.
Right, which is nice. It's easier than taking the kids to Plymouth.
Yeah.
Much.
A lot less hassle.
Okay, do we wanna put a price on it and then come back to it?
Well, let's stick
Yeah.
with the 800.
Yeah.
Let's put 800
Yeah.
and say.
Do we have 800? Okay.
Well, we're gonna see, we're gonna find
I
out.
don't know. We will once we finally decide.
Okay, so let's put tentatively 800.
Okay.
Okay, the next one is All Shook Up. And I see this as replacing, because we didn't get the request for the art program this year, which is generally, you know, one that we,
Right.
that funded in the past, that would, you know, at a higher amount.
555 last year.
How much?
555.
555 last year. Okay, and
They're gonna sell tickets if it's not fully funded.
they're gonna have another fundraiser.
Oh, this is all shook up?
Oh, all shook up, I'm sorry.
I
didn't
thought we
look
were
at
on
that
all
one yet.
shook up. What
Yeah,
are we on?
we are all shook
Oh,
up.
we're on all shook up.
We are all shook.
We
We
sure
are.
are.
They'll sell tickets, cause they draw a lot,
Oh, it's usually bumper to bumper.
yeah, so, I,
In fact, do you know when their Christmas show is?
Yeah, ticket sales.
It's awesome.
Okay, they're asking
1,500.
1,500, I wanna say 6, 7?
How much did you put in last year? 555?
Well, we gave the art fund last year.
Yeah, arts
Right.
through the ages.
So,
What were they
Let's
asking
see.
for
Let's
last
just see, and I have to double check this.
yeah,
If we do bullying for 700, if we do Plymouth Plantation for 800, and we do 400 each for the river waterways and the magic for the family night, then I have us up to 50,5036. So we haven't included the visual art through history or All Shook Up. So if we did 700 for All Shook Up, 5736, and what does the visual arts?
the visual,
So that leaves,
That's
that
700.
leaves,
They
that
want
leaves us-
700.
926.
yeah, that leaves us 9, and then we could fully fund that visual art or not. I don't know what he needs for that.
the visual arts
It's
is
700.
is 700
Yeah, no,
That's the-
I know, but
for the ticket sales.
that's.
Otherwise,
oh,
they would
that's
charge
going
the
to
children.
Oh, we wanna fully fund that.
They, otherwise,
the-
they would
yeah.
be charging
Going
the
to
That's
the
the
tickets.
script to the
museum.
museum.
Yeah.
I agree on
Yeah.
that one too.
Okay.
So if
Did we finish, the
Anybody,
bullying,
feel free to speak up.
the bullying we haven't finished, right? We haven't-
700, we're talking about
700, we're
700
talking
right now.
about
Tentatively 700.
Okay.
So,
Ginny, just,
yeah,
if just bear with me,
Yeah.
okay? Sail Away, 400, you counted that in, right?
where,
Yeah. That's what I have.
20688,
Yeah, 400. I do too.
400 for Riverways and Waterways,
Yes.
23357. Family Night, Magic of Communication, 400, 23354.
Yep.
Correct.
500 Lasers in Space, 20871.
Yep,
700 The Bullying, 23450.
yep,
And 800 Plymouth Plantation.
correct.
And now we're talking 700 All Shook Up, 20932. So what do we end up with?
well, we haven't decided, I would have 5736. Let me double check that. But that leaves us with 926.
But
But
did
we
you include that?
haven't, we haven't included the visual arts.
Right, that we, I have.
That's the museum?
Yeah,
Yes.
so I
Oh,
put
wait,
that
I just
700.
added that.
All right. So that would put 700, we're gonna fund the whole thing.
Okay, so what?
So that
If
will
I
only
read
leave
it,
seven.
Do you mind if I- let me
No, yeah,
just
go right ahead.
I think that
double
leaves
check, 'cause we
7,
could- That's gonna leave us.
926.
So then we can go back and add more.
I think
Yeah.
926.
Oh, we could fully fund
38,
something.
Yeah.
246. 575.
I've got 926 left
Yeah, that's what I,
before it all
Well-
shook up.
before,
All shook up. Yeah.
no, I have all shook up. Oh, wait a minute.
No, you don't.
700
No, I
for
don't.
that one.
No, I don't.
Oh, did they just-
I wrote it
I
in,
didn't do
but,
that
and
one.
then I got distracted and now I have to.
May I interject? That, not including All Shook Up, I came up with 5,736.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
agree with you.
and that's not including, okay.
And that leaves us with 926, right?
No, not
914.
including, no, she said nine,
Not
not including.
I
Yeah,
just
just-
Yeah,
I
not
lost.
So we're
including.
close, 6436, we planned for 700.
Son of a gun, how could I do that?
Oh, 924, I mean.
I'm
I
getting
know.
926 too.
There we go, 914.
No, I'm actually getting 914. What did I do wrong?
I'm gonna go with the
Yeah,
treasurer.
I didn't subtract, I think it's 914.
Okay.
How about 6136 with everything?
Okay, I
I
might
got
have,
6436.
I've got 6436.
Okay, then I did some of my.
Well, I put the 700 in for the,
Yeah.
all shook
Yeah,
up.
that's
Yeah.
what I,
So if you-
6436.
So that's a $300 difference. Is there maybe a 300 program that
You
you?
must have skipped one.
I must have.
So with the 700,
The 300 is,
6436.
the Granicus, the
With
Granicus was
the, with the
300.
700, we have 6436. So that leaves us a balance, what do we have set?
6650.
Oh,
6436.
yeah, I think I know which one I saw.
214.
$214.
No,
And that's how much for the shook
yeah,
up?
they're right.
700.
214.
Thank you.
Do we need that much for our expenses, our own expenses?
How much do you have in
Maybe
there?
we can
We
give
could
them
give the
800.
98 back to the,
Maybe we can give them
Greg
800.
Major, sail away.
Yep, I was wrong, 7436, is
Yeah.
that what you all have?
6436.
6436.
Brought me again.
Okay.
6436.
So that leaves us, $214.
We could
So we
still,
could add 100 somewhere.
Well, we could fully fed Gregory Maycheck, it's 98. It's 498, we're giving him 400.
Yes,
Or we could give
How
the
about
100
the
to the
water-
rivers and waterways.
the waterways.
Give them, fully fund that one.
Oh, wait a minute, what about the family night?
Where is that one?
That is.
Yeah, they asked for 650, we
That's
gave them 4.
400.
We
Yeah,
could give them 5.
I'd like to add it.
I would too, the
Okay,
family.
where is,
100
which
to
one is
that.
that one?
It's,
It's contact the magic.
23354.
yeah,
Oh, I
it's
would-
kinda
yeah.
low, huh?
Yeah,
Give him
family night,
500?
yeah, I would.
So we're gonna
yeah.
go to 500 on that,
Okay, so that leaves us 114.
so then,
Get that out of there.
see if I can add 100 to 6436. Good luck.
So we've got 114,
Yeah, left.
So give them the other 100, and
Yeah.
then we'll have 14
Yeah.
in the kitty
Yeah,
for
we-
supplies. What?
We have to
Oh,
declare
we-
that
you
up
have-
front. If we're gonna keep part of the 6650, we've already had to
we've already
declare.
done,
Right.
we've done that.
Oh, I did, that's
Yeah,
it.
done.
sorry,
Okay. So you have to
What
give
did you
away
say?
the $14 too?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
We have to give away everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, I thought we could keep
We
some.
No,
do?
you can't, no.
Right,
That's
she-
she,
spend it all.
Oh.
our treasurer just let us know that if we were to want to put money away into our admin fund, we have to do that prior to allotting funds.
So that money's
Oh,
already put
okay.
aside,
So,
This is
I
what
don't
we
know.
have
How much do you
left
have in
over.
the admin?
like 150.
Oh, we've
Oh,
already done that.
Of course, you owe me money.
Yeah.
We're
Which is
allowed,
like mine this year's.
we're allowed up to 250,
I'm
was it?
indebted to
Or
you.
is
Was
it
it
a
that
certain
much?
one
percentage?
something.
We
Oh,
used to, it was a small
We can do a
amount.
percentage.
It might have
Yeah.
been a
We,
percentage.
we would have had to have decided that prior to the start of the voting meeting.
Yeah, which I'm assuming we did. Otherwise, I
And I think
hope.
we
I don't
decided
think
we
we
had
did.
enough
We
money.
had enough.
We did, yeah, okay.
Okay, so we have
So we have
$114.
Would you accept a payment plan?
Should we go over what we've got so far?
Okay, so who else did we,
The bullying is 700, right?
You could give the Maycheck his 98 back.
That's what I said, you'd make it easy.
Well, yeah,
But not
but,
necessarily.
okay, we could give more to that well, yeah, he has materials and everything, he probably needs that money, huh?
And it's a popular program.
right, but he said he would accept less.
Right.
Well, let's give him less, we give him the whole thing all the time.
That leaves us
don't we?
$16.
And everybody goes, but it's
What
a
if-
small
It's a small group.
demographic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right,
What if-
you're right, you're right.
What if
I
we
agree.
gave him 50 and added 50 to the bullying program?
I think we should add money to the family night.
I thought we
I
did
think
that.
we just
We did, we added-
We added
We
100.
added
Yeah,
100.
and they asked for 650 and we're giving them 500.
Why don't we give them the whole thing? We like it that
Okay,
much.
We
could-
don't have 150
Well,
more.
how much do we have?
114.
114.
Yeah, but we gave them 500, right?
Yeah,
So give them the
Give them 6,
6.
I mean, or 550?
You could give them 614. And
I mean, it's weird, but.
it is weird, but what else are you gonna do with $14?
I know, we got $14.
How did we get $14?
Unless you took $36 off the
Because one of the
brochure.
programs requested $336.
If you took $36 off the brochure and added it to that 114 or whatever, it balances it to, you know,
Right,
an even
but-
number.
This isn't about making it easy for us.
If everybody seems really up on that community family night thing, I would give the rest, whatever we can to that,
For the family night,
to the
Yeah.
family night.
call it 6.
Whatever the balance
14?
left, 614. They can come up
You know
with-
what, it's such an odd amount.
It is.
It might seem strange, can we give them 610 and give another,
$4.
or 600 and give $14 to Maycheck?
There you go.
All right.
You could do that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, that would-
So
sure.
600 for family night.
And
Greg-
414 for a sail away.
600 or 610?
600.
No, 600.
600
Okay.
and 414 for Greg.
Okay.
Okay. Somebody total. Keep our fingers
So
crossed.
should we go over the list
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
the
okay,
first
from the
page?
top?
The
Good idea.
bullying is 700, right?
Yes.
Wait, that's from the bottom.
Yeah, but I
That's
didn't
from the
use that
bottom.
sheet.
Start from the top, Joan.
Oh,
Okay,
Start
it's a
from-
different sheet. Okay.
did you use the numbers?
No,
No,
regular,
the regular sheet.
the first one we got with the list.
The page on your bottom,
Want me to read them?
This one
no,
right here.
because she won't catch it. Oh, I
It
don't,
must be in here.
is
I
it
have
this
it.
one?
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I
good,
got.
that's,
Yeah.
because I
I got
could
it.
give you this one.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I can do that one too.
Oh, okay. All right.
So who's going?
You, Mary.
Go ahead, Mary.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to give numbers or the names?
No, we all have that sheet.
Two one
You
two-
just go down, just put the
21228.
name.
Okay.
21228, 100.
Yeah.
19634, 275.
Yes.
19992, 300.
Yes.
25726, 336.
Yes.
21585, 350.
Yes.
27350, 475.
Yes.
20688, 414.
Yes.
23357, 400.
Yes.
23354, 600.
Yes.
25315, 700.
Yes.
20871, 500.
Yes.
23450, 700. 20144, 800. 20932, 700.
Good.
Amen.
Okay, does everyone do one final tally on this?
John, I'd rather trust you more than me. Terrible math student.
It's because they told us we really didn't do math with that course. They couldn't add.
I came up to 7,050.
Let's,
Something wrong.
okay, let's see what
I come up with 6650.
That's good. I added something wrong.
Boy, does that sound good to me.
Okay,
That
let's
girl.
let
Hold
her
on,
finish.
hold on.
Ditto.
10,
Okay,
Okay.
15, 25.
Somebody else did?
She's
Yes.
got a different
Our
amount.
treasurer?
Yes,
Yes.
Came up with
treasurer's-
66.
same, 6650.
You're good, you're good.
No, you're good.
You're good.
Well, she made a few mistakes over there.
Yeah, I made mistakes.
It's early in
Hey,
the
listen.
morning yet.
I don't
math
even, I
teacher's
don't even
still-
attempt.
I had a
Treasurer
mistake
stuff.
somewhere, 24, 29, 36, 42, 50, 54.
Are you all
57,
set to me,
60.
so do you have this sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay, so
So we agree.
I
we
don't know
agree,
what I,
we're
I don't know
done.
what I did wrong, but.
voting is finished. The next step is, I have to send out, we have to send out 5 denial letters. 2, 3, 4, 5. I will prepare those, hopefully either this afternoon or tomorrow.
Then you have 2 weeks.
And we have to give them I believe it's 15 days to respond. And then once the 15 days is up, then we need to send out the approval letters. And the reason that they have the 15 days is if they choose to appeal it,
Appeal.
they can appeal our decision. So, then after we send out the approval letters, we're done for the year,
June.
till June.
Until June.
You're done.
The appeals are, during the 15 days? you
Yes,
said?
they have
Okay.
15 days to send an appeal. So, Mary, I'll prepare those letters, and then I'll bring them to you, because we both have to sign them.
Okay,
And you can review them, make sure that
all right.
they're okay.
Or send me, just email me the letter, I can have it all approved by the time you get to me.
Oh,
You do it
okay.
on your
Okay, so you
computer?
can, yes, so that way you can read
Yeah,
them.
read it,
Okay.
yeah.
See, that's why I can't do that job, you guys, you get to have life tenure. I'd be definitely not sending letters for you to sign via email.
That's okay.
You've done that, Mary.
We can
You've
do it
done
the other way,
email,
too.
right?
We can do it,
I don't know, I couldn't get it to turn on.
everybody's okay with manual as well.
Do you want to set a
Okay.
date for June?
Yes.
I'm getting my new
okay.
calendar out.
My question for you
Yes.
is, I spoke with Pat Byron this morning,
Oh, okay,
Mason Road Pat Byron.
yep.
And she's interested, but she said she travels, I guess, to her family or somewhere,
Mhm.
quite a bit.
Mhm,
And so she said, I wouldn't wanna make a commitment,
mhm.
and I said, well, I kept putting her off from saying no.
We're
And-
flexible.
Yeah, and I said that to her, and
I
said,
travel
"Why-"
a lot too, so.
Yes, you do.
That's true.
And I said, why don't I give you, we don't have that many meetings,
Right.
why don't I give you an idea of our meetings? So
Mhm.
we'll have a June meeting.
Yep, yep.
Usually it's 3,
We-
but
we
we've
have-
had a couple extras this year.
Right.
Because
We have
things
a-
came up.
We have a June meeting, sometimes we have an August meeting,
Yeah.
just prior.
Right.
Just to freshen
Just to-
everybody, and
Yeah.
everybody
Okay.
up
Right,
and running.
and if we need to make changes to our priorities.
And the June meeting is a slate of offices, right? We decide on the slate.
That's a quick one,
Yeah,
usually.
yeah, just,
Yeah.
and any new members.
Right.
Actually, any new members, they're not officially until after the June meeting,
Right.
because it's fiscal year July
July
first.
July 1st.
But they're certainly welcome to attend the June
Okay,
meeting, just to
okay.
kind of get a feel for
Oh.
what we do.
After June, it's possibly August, and then but definitely
sorry?
September.
She's
I
asking
didn't hear
after
what you said.
June, after June, then the next would
Oh.
be possibly August, and then
August.
The
definitely
3
September.
definites are June, September, and October. No, it's
Exactly.
September, no, October, and then
June,
No,
September,
November.
November, and
November,
definitely.
September, then November, because
September.
the grants are dead,
Right.
the deadline
So
is
those are the
October.
3,
And
Those are the
actually,
three main.
because the grants open September 15th, so we need to have our stuff all completed, any changes that we want to make prior to September 15th, when the application process starts.
so you need
It
either
usually
late
starts-
August or
Either
early
usually
either
September.
starts-
August or
It
September.
usually starts on the 1st.
So you could tell her,
of
Ginny, if she's
September.
going out there to babysit for the summer, we have it early in June before most schools get out.
I didn't hear what you said, Jim.
The application times are September 1st, I believe.
Oh, it's September 1st, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, it is.
So then really, we need an August meeting.
Okay.
We need
We usually
June,
do.
August, and November.
And
June.
I won't
Not
be
September.
doing the publicity for the, because I won't be secretary.
That's right. So we need
June.
in June.
I'll do secretary, but someone's gonna step in as co-chair. Marilyn.
I just hate to think about a commitment that I might have to break.
Yeah, I hear you.
I would be supportive, but I couldn't do the whole shamil.
I seem to remember a little arm twisting a few years ago.
She's excellent, she's very helpful.
No, yeah, but
That put me in this position.
I don't wanna do that.
No, I wasn't,
I would sit in your
no.
seat quicker,
No.
but I'm not moving over there.
I believe it was.
Well, I've done
Well, you
I've
do
done
what-
secretary.
Well, if you do all the work, I'll co-chair.
She does, yeah. She does
There
a
you
lot.
Well, it's good, it's
Well,
same
you
thing
and I,
I
you do all the
but it's
work.
good
do a
to know.
lot.
Well, I'm done next year, that's my
I know.
6th year, so whoever's gonna take over after me, it would be good to work with me next year. So that.
Now, not stepping into your role.
You're excellent.
Well,
No,
it's
Should get
the
very
little
involved.
things
We'll
I
think
do,
about
I
it.
try
Let's
to
think
do
about it
well.
until
Let's
June.
just
She
make a
has
June
this
date.
many things, to
Less.
do, all those letters she has to write and all this,
It's a sample letter, you just have to plug in.
You fill in the blanks,
yeah,
that
like
part
this
is
morning,
easy.
my computer went dead.
But I mean,
don't
all
know
these
when I'm
spreadsheets
gonna
and all
get
this
There are
stuff.
computers
Well,
at the
she does all
library.
that.
I know
I've done
she
it though
does.
without
There are
that.
computers at the library.
I have
You can-
too.
Yeah, you can do it, you don't have to do it that way.
I'm really nervous.
Actually,
about
I
my
think it's
computer
easier
going
now
dead.
than when we did it, because everything's so computerized.
Right.
And the computer tells
Is he
you that's
done?
wrong.
Is he all done?
They tell you when you're
No.
wrong, try again.
We haven't
So
officially adjourned, we're
let's set a
booking
meeting,
next
let's
meeting.
try early June, just in case, before the kids get out of school, just in case we get somebody
Yeah,
that's
that's a
gonna
good idea, cause
babysit.
then with me, it could be any
Yeah, I
day of the
already
week.
asked her about, I said, well, I said something about I'm not an officer, she's, well, everybody says that.
Right, right.
All right, June meeting, I pick
Okay,
it.
so,
Everybody says
That could be any day for me, cause
Yeah,
they're still in school. The
I
kids
have
are still
3
in
and
school.
4 of June filled in, that's it. But even then, it's not a big deal.
I don't even
Yeah,
know my book with me, so can't be
at
nothing.
this point, I have no plans in June. Is there any day that works
How
better?
about the 6th, the 13th,
What days of the
day
week are
is
they?
it?
Thursdays?
Thursday?
Does everybody like Wednesday better, the 5th or the 12th?
Actually, Thursday's better for me.
Thursday's better.
Thursday's good.
Six,
But it doesn't matter.
how about you, Joan, the 6th of June?
Oh, I won't be here.
She won't-
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
you-
oh, yeah,
you'll
this
be
one I
back
will
in
be,
June.
yes,
Six,
okay.
six,
You have to
six.
Yeah, the
officially
6 is
announce
fine,
it.
yeah.
6.
6 is fine.
Six
So just don't make it 6 o'clock in the morning for Audrey,
No,
because
we can make it a 5 in the morning.
June sixth?
You just have to call her and
Yeah,
tell her.
That's right. I only saw your.
6/6/19.
when I was
At what
coming down
time?
the
What
elevator.
time?
Is that right?
10:30.
No,
No, it's gotta be earlier.
gotta be
Okay, 9:30.
Okay.
Is that golf day or something?
Well, that's the problem. I'm playing Worcester County, and I don't know what those dates are.
Okay.
A lot of times it's our golf league day, which is great, because then I have to play 27.
So when do you know when the date would be for that?
Sometime in April.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
when
you know
when
what?
was the June date? What was the June date for this past year? Do you know? Well, like I say, was it late? Because they tend to run similar, like if it's early in the month, later in the month.
I have no idea.
I'll bet it's before school gets out.
Is it always a Thursday?
No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
No,
another
that's what you
problem.
don't know.
All
Okay.
right, well, let's
So
go with
let's
June
do
6th.
June sixth, and anybody who can't make
At
it, just let the
9:30?
group know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll see what we can do to rearrange it.
Okay.
I put,
If
if
I'm
Ginny,
not
if
here,
Ginny
then you
isn't
can't vote me
golfing,
in.
I
It
said-
doesn't work that way.
9:30.
Joe.
No, we definitely vote you in. You don't want to
if
miss a
Ginny
meeting.
isn't golfing, I put,
Sorry.
it's an erasable pen.
Okay, so do we like
June 6th.
6/6 at 9:30.
at
And
9:30?
then we'll have an August, no September?
I don't think so, because I think if we meet in August, that's when we're gonna finalize our priorities and get the publication ready
Okay.
and do all of that
Okay.
for, the start of the grant
Now,
application.
next year is your last year?
Yeah, here, why don't
Yes, it
I'll just take these off, and I'll
Okay.
just hold on.
So, yes,
I'll give you a call
work
when
on
it's
getting
done.
some
I
more
can drop it
people
on
in.
the house.
Okay,
Okay.
or,
Just so, I was
you
gonna
want
do
me
it
to
today.
Asked
email?
you.
Oh, but I need your signature, so, I was gonna say.
Okay,
if
so
I
our
email
next,
the
do
form
we have a
to-
motion to
I can
adjourn the
pick it
meeting?
up.
Just
Just
give
give
me
me
I
a
make a
call.
motion,
I'm in no
we
hurry.
adjourn
If
the
I feel
meeting,
bad, I
and
know the phone.
everybody Merry
Oh, shoot,
Christmas
I was-
and the whole
and I
9
had-
yards,
I was
Happy New
ready
Year,
to
see
do
you in
that.
Everyone
June.
in favor?
Second.
Aye,
Aye.
adjourned, thank you.
Thank you.